when she first came here and we started working together, I was a little nervous. What have I done? I brought on a girl who I don't even know, coming from Costa Rica, who lives in Rwanda, who wants to start a peanut butter company, and she doesn't really know anything about the industry. And have I bitten off a little more than I could chew here? And the spirit of today isn't to have Grace perform this flawless, well-rehearsed presentation. We're her rehearsal, because someday she may need to present this to people who can really have an impact to help her get her business going. So it's an opportunity for her to share with you what she's learned over the past 3 months.
My idea is that I want to feed people, and you're going to understand in a few minutes why do I really want to feed people.
It was really serendipitous. Me and my family were vacationing in Costa Rica. My wife and I every morning would go for a run on the beach. And running the other way is this guy who looks vaguely familiar, but I'm like, that looks like Will Paradise. And we passed the guy and I'm running. I'm like, that's Will Paradise. And Will Paradise is the former president of the Whole Foods Rocky Mountain region.
This is my host family's house, and this is where I've been staying while doing my internship. So, hi.
And so I see Will Paradise running by, who lives in Boulder, and we're in Costa Rica.
Then 3 weeks later, we meet Grace, and she tells us her story, and then she says, well, I want to start a peanut butter company. Do you know anybody in peanuts? Like, well, as a matter of fact, we do. We do know someone.
So first I'm like, well, let me meet this young lady. So Grace and I set up a Skype conversation, and immediately I knew she was special.
I was born in 1994, which is the year that Rwanda experienced horrible genocide against Tutsi. With my auntie and mother, we're trying to go to Burundi, and my mother, after giving birth, nothing at all to eat, and so she passed away. I was just 2 days, but I was lucky enough that my auntie was there. She held me and took care of me. Seeing this life that I'm growing up in, I suffered a lot. I've spent days and nights not eating. That's how the passion came to become an agent of change, try to do something that will create a positive impact to my community. This is my aunt, my hero. She tells me that I look like my mom, her sister. So anytime she sees me, she remembers her sister. Yeah, I just miss her.
We've never done an internship that encompasses all departments. And so I knew that if this was going to happen, it had to be me. Because to me, this wasn't an academic experiment. This was an opportunity for someone to start a business that can change lives. And so it's like, all right, Grace, we're going to write a business plan. Your goal and what you'll be evaluated on is creating a plan. And this plan isn't for a grade. This plan is to change your life and to change other people's lives.
People and make sure that coming back to Rwanda after that, there's just distractions of everything, and it's just too much anger of what happened. And it's not easy, to see somebody who killed your parents, your family, and be like, yes, I forgive you, and we have to move forward. Thanks to everybody in the house. I don't want to hold this anger, but I want to be a change maker, somebody who could bring a positive impact instead of going back to what happened. When we come together, we can make a better world, regardless of who we are and where we come from. So thank you so much for everybody. I really appreciate.
She came here to learn how to make a product, and she's going to leave here knowing how to start a business.
To make you official part of our company, and Justin's vest. This makes you an official part. Here, put it on. You're an official member of the Justin's team. I'm so proud of you. It fits.
This young lady has every reason to be bitter, to be a little angry, to be a chip on her shoulder, to really want to get back at a world that's been really challenging to her, and she doesn't have any of that in her. She wants to continue to pay it forward and continue to inspire positivity with grace and humility.
My mom gave that name before she passed away. I'm so grateful that I have that name, to be honest. I feel I live by grace. And she keeps telling me, grace will always follow you.